Namaskar, Om Namah Shivaya, Hare Krishna. I am Acharya Pankhuri Verma, Vedic Nari Astrologer, Vaastu Consultant and Tarot Reader. As you all know that I have started intermediate series of Saturn placed in various houses. In my last video, I have discussed about when Saturn is placed in the first house, what type of effects that particular statement of Saturn gives to the native in whose horoscope Saturn is placed in the first house. So if any of your relatives or friends have that particular placement of Saturn, you can share my video with them so that they can be able to understand the scientific remedies, how they can improve the situation in their life. Also, I have made earlier basic series of each planets when they are placed in a particular house or particular sign, and till now if you haven't watched the basic series, then please go and watch the particular series so that you will able from those particular videos you will be able to understand the basic concepts of the particular planet when it is placed in the house, what type of effects it gives. Because in this intermediate series I am going to I'm going to share my more observation and experiences with you, and in future I'll be making advanced series also of every planet. So in this video I am going to talk about when Saturn is placed in the second house of the horoscope, and do share it if you like my video. I wait for your comments, and I also wait for your observations after watching my video. Do share your observations and experiences with me. Your positive comments motivates me a lot. So let's get started. So here we are talking about when Saturn is placed in the second house of the horoscope, and what second house denotes, what Saturn denotes. I have discussed it many times in my earlier videos, so do watch my earlier videos. Saturn in the second house is a placement that encourages a conservative attitude about resources and a reluctance to overspend unnecessarily. The appetite for material wealth is dampened by a more simplistic and moderate sensibility of this placement of Saturn if it is placed in the second house in your horoscope. Now, aesthetically, people with this placement are likely to I would say prefer more modest fashions. Even if they do manage to acquire substantial means, they are not likely to flaunt or brag about them. Rather, they are more conscious of holding on to what they have, and I would say protecting it to the best of their ability. Additionally, they may have an affinity for heirlooms, antiques and objects of historical value. Collectors' items whose value is tied to their age and provenance are sure to be more attractive than the latest and greatest gadgets and fashion trends. Now, whose Saturn is placed in the second house of the horoscope, when it comes to money, this placement of Saturn confers unsurprisingly a sometimes wretched and parsimonious way with the finances. Now, however, they can show good responsibility in managing their bills and paying on time. Now, in the second house, Saturn can bestow a great ability to earn money through means that make use of minute of details and professionalism. People with this placement, that is when Saturn is in the second house, may do very well when they are working in security or accounting or as a bank loan manager or officer. Okay. Now also with the Saturn in the second house, there is the ability to make the most of money. They tend to stay within budget and rarely spend impulsively. For those Saturn in the second house, financial prosperity may not fall into their lap, but over time and through smart investments which they can do, they build a sustainable and comfortable lifestyle for themselves and the people who are living with them. Saturn, however, can indicate that financial obstacles may need to be overcome, especially in the early years of such native's life. Now, in astrology, Saturn is known as the greatest teacher and as will subject the individual to adversity and possibly destitution to instill an appreciation for the value of things. With such experiences, knowledge and wisdom can be gained, and in the end, people can become intelligent in the ways of making and keeping money, as well as in understanding the value of objects. With Saturn in the second house of the horoscope, there may be fears and anxieties about losing what they have that drives them to work more hard. In astrology, Saturn represents negative karma from a past life that has created a karmic deficit in this one. Therefore, it is necessary for this particular individual to work to develop the weaknesses and deficiencies revealed by Saturn in the second house. Among those shortcomings is a penchant for stinginess and overcautiousness for fear of going bankrupt. For this reason, the individual should make a concerted effort to exercise greater generosity and charity when possible. People with this placement of Saturn in the second house of the horoscope may take pride in objects that serve as tokens for their accomplishments, but they may need to avoid becoming too attached to them. It looks as if Saturn in second house spells doom in money matters, but it is not so if you analyze spiritually. That is, if this particular matter is analyzed in spiritual manner. In fact, this placement teaches money management but with bitter lessons. Still, if you feel that this placement of Saturn in your chart is troubling you, do not hesitate to contact me for the astrological remedies. So friends, these were some of my observations when Saturn is placed in the second house of the horoscope. If you like my video, do share it, do like it and comment it. I will be waiting for your positive comments, as your comments motivates me a lot. And you can contact me for any type of professional astrological guidance. You can call or WhatsApp me on my numbers, or you can mail me your particular query, and also visit my website for the further inquiries. In my next video, I will be discussing about when Saturn is placed in the third house of the horoscope. Also, please do share this video with all the people you know whose Saturn is placed in the second house. I'll meet you in my next video. Till then, bye bye and take care all of you. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Krishna.